All right, welcome back. So in our previous videos, we first looked at the U.S. system of measurements, then we looked at the metric system of measurements, length, capacity, and weight. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the two together, see how they relate to one another. So what I have up here is I have our conversion chart. You notice we've got two sides. This side is when we start with a metric measurement and we want to convert to a U.S. unit. This side is when we start with our US and we want to convert to a metric unit. So depending on what we're converting to, tells me which ratio, which relationship I'm going to use. All right, but we're going to solve these the exact same way we did previously by multiplying by a unit fraction. So let's say you want to convert 10 meters to yards. Okay, we want to convert 10 meters to yards. So since I'm going from a meter to a yard, I'm going from a metric measurement to a US measurement, I'm going to use this left side of my chart. So I'm going to look from meters to yards, and here we go. 1 meter is approximately 1.09. All right, so if you notice, all of these don't have an equal sign, they have an approximate sign, except for this one here. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. But the reason the other ones don't have an equal sign is because the US system and the metric system, they were created separately. All right, so they were created independently of each other, so there's room for error. So we can't say they're exactly equal, exactly the same, but they're approximately the same. So that's why we use our approximate symbols instead of equals. So we're going to start with what we're given, 10 meters. I'm going to write it over 1. Now I'm going to multiply that by my 1.09 yards is approximately 1 meter. Well, now my meters will cancel out. 10 times 1.09 is 10.9 yards over 1, which is just itself. So 10 meters, I guess I need to use approximately, is approximately 10.9 yards. All right, let's try another. Now we want to convert 5 miles to kilometers. Okay, so 5 miles to kilometers. Well, now we're going from a US measurement to a metric measurement. So I'm going to look over here and I'm going to find miles to kilometers. And that's our first one. 1 mile is approximately 1.61 kilometers. So we're going to start with what's given, 5 miles over 1, multiply that. We have 1.61 kilometers is approximately 1 mile. My miles cancel, multiply across, we get 5 times 1.61. So 5 times 1.61, and that's approximately 8.05. And our new measure is kilometers. All right, so 5 miles is approximately 8.05. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep looking at more examples. Here, let's convert 3.5 kilograms to pounds. Convert 3.5 kilograms to pounds. So I'm going from kilograms to pounds. So I'm going from a metric to a US unit. So I'm going to use my ratio of 1 kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. So 3.5 kilograms times 2.2 pounds is approximately 1 kilogram. My kilograms will cancel out. Now we just multiply 3.5 times 2.2, and that leaves me with 7.7, and my new unit is pounds. So 3.5 kilograms is approximately 7.7 pounds. All right, very good. Now I'm going to put some up here for you guys to work on. I want you to try these on your own, so go ahead and pause the video once I get these up. Take your time to work them out, and then we'll look at them together. So convert 18 gallons to liters. And then I want you to convert 300 grams to ounces. All right, so go ahead and pause the video now. Take a few minutes to try to work both these out, and then we'll come back and look at them together. All right, so hopefully you were able to get the right answers, but if not, let's check and see. All right, so the first one there, I have 18 gallons, so 18 times gallons to liters. Well, we're going from a US to a metric unit, so I know 3.79 liters is approximately 1 gallon. My gallons cancel. Now multiply 18 times 3.79, and we get 68.22, and our new unit is liters. All right, so hopefully you were able to get that one. And remember, it is important that we use our approximately sign instead of our equal sign. All right, the last one there, we have 300 grams. We want to convert that to ounces. So let's see, grams to ounces. So we're going from a metric unit to a US unit. So 1 gram is 0.035 ounces. So times 0.035 ounces. And that is 1 gram. Now my grams will cancel. Again, multiply our top numbers together. So 300 times 0.035, and we get approximately 10.5 ounces. All right, very good. All right, so the keys to remember. The key things to remember here. Look and see if you're going from metric to US or from US to metric. And then do not forget, we're using an approximately sign instead of an equal sign. Okay, all right, very good. So now that's converting between the two. Now all we have to do is look at this temperature here. All right, so let's look at temperature. So what this means is we're going to be converting between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Our US system deals with temperature in Fahrenheit. The metric system deals with temperature in Celsius. So we want to talk about the two together. Okay. Just a couple of bits of information here. Let's see, so we have Celsius. Then we have Fahrenheit. Well, let me spell it right. All right, we have Fahrenheit. Okay. Well, if we look at, let's look at water boiling, temperature that water boils. Well, for Celsius, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius. At Fahrenheit, water boils at 212 degrees. All right, then water freezes. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can see there's quite a difference between the two. All right, but how can we convert between the two? All right, well, we have formulas. Okay, we have formulas. So our Celsius formula is Celsius equal to 5 times our Fahrenheit degrees minus 32, and then everything divided by 9. And for Fahrenheit, we have 9 times C over 5, and then plus 32. All right, so if we want to, if we're given Fahrenheit and we're converting to Celsius, we're going to use this formula. If we're given Celsius and we're going to Fahrenheit, then we use our second formula. All right, so let's try to convert between them. So let's say we want to convert 68 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. Well, we're going from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So I'll use my top formula here. So Celsius is equal. And all we have to do is just plug in for the F. We're given the F, so let's just plug it in. So we get 5 times 68 minus 32, all of that divided by 9. So now let's clean it up. 68 minus 32, well, that gives me 36. So 5 times 36 over 9. Multiply 5 times 36. We get 180 over 9. Now if we do 180 over 9, we get 20 degrees Celsius. So 68 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 20 degrees Celsius. All right, very good. Now your turn. I want you to try to convert 15 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. All right, so pause the video. Take you a couple of minutes to try to convert this, and we'll come back and work it out together. All right, so let's look and see if you were able to get the right answer. So now we're going from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So we use our bottom formula here. And wherever we see a C in our formula, well, we just plug in the C value that's given. So I know my Fahrenheit is 9 times C, so that's 9 times 15, over 5, and then plus 32. All right, we have to be careful and remember our order of operations. All right, so first we need to take care of the 9 times 5 and divide that by 9 times 15, excuse me, and divide that by 5. So 9 times 15 gives me 135. Divide that by 5, we get 27. And now we can add the 32. All right, so 27 plus 32, that gives me 59 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. So we figured out that 15 degrees Celsius is the same thing as 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's really important, you need to be careful, make sure you're using the right formula, okay? And over here, just one last thought with our US and metric measurements is I don't expect anybody to be able to memorize these, okay? What I do expect is given these and given your temperature formulas, one should be able to apply those to a problem to solve it out.